Okay, I made it to the surface, not without some drama though. Just as I was stopping recording, I've pretty much got nearly got annihilated by a zombie. I fought it off for a little while, and then where am I? Where's my? Ah, I see where I am. Okay. Oh, we went far. I pretty much nearly got. Oh man, there's a lot of mobs out here. Annihilated by a zombie, like I just said. But I managed to stack up quick enough to save my skin, so everything is alright in the end. Don't worry. Let's have a quick nap, and we'll see what we can make. I think no, there's monsters nearby. Where's the monsters? There we go. Let's have a quick nap. Right, okay, so what we can do is let's go downstairs. I'll show you my little storage area at the moment. What do we want to make first? I think a macerator is what people usually make first. Why is that quartz crystal in there? So let's find out how to make this. If you type something in down here, I think I explained last time, it tells you how to make it. Right, so how do we make a macerator? We need a machine block, which requires refined iron, which requires, I think you just cook, yeah, you just cook it twice. So, let's cook, I don't want to use all of that. Let's cook half of it. What else did we need? One of these, so copper cable. How do you make that? So we need a copper ingot and some rubber, so we'll need to cook up some of the copper, which we don't actually have on us. Right, be right back. I blew up. Right, we're back in the creeper-free confines of our home here. I got just under a stack of copper. I picked up the other stuff that we left behind. This filled tin can. Let's just make a chest quickly so I don't have to hold all of the stuff in my inventory all the time. I blew up, as you guys saw, unfortunately. Managed to get my stuff back though. I'm going to need some stronger armor because it's not really working out with this stuff right now. Right, so what were we going to... I don't know what these filled tin cans do. I don't know what the crowbar does. I know what this coke hole does, so we can make use of that. Which might be something that we have to do in a future episode as well. Right. So we're looking for... Back to looking at what we need to make this thing, which means we have to look at the machine block. It's refined iron, which is just iron cooked twice. I think we need another piece as well, so... Did I collect enough? Should have done, because I had a bunch when I first came out, so... There we go. Hang on, let's take that out shortly. Oh, achievement get, better than iron. Right, let's just shove this in there, get some refined iron. So again, just cook iron twice. Do we need any more than that for any of this? Yep, we need one more, so let's take that out again. Sorry guys. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll get the 9 refined iron that we need and then I'll be back. Alright then guys, just been on a resource gathering expedition, died twice. Well, 3 times in total, that makes today. 2 times by a skeleton and 1 time... no, 1 time by a skeleton and 2 times by creepers. But to get me thinking that I want to do something further with... let's knock this wall out. I'm not just going to be making the macerator today. I'm going to be making a coke oven. What a coke oven does, my understanding of it is it just makes your coal more efficient. So because I don't want to have to go hunting resources every 2 seconds. I'm going to clear out this space and we'll build one of those here. And how you build one of those is you need something called a coke oven block, I believe. So I'll show you how to make these. 3, 4, 5. You need 5 sand and 4 brick. You arrange them in this pattern and you place it like that, and that gives you a coke oven brick. Now, here's my Blue Peter moment. Here's some I made earlier. And the way you produce this is just lay it down. Oh, not there though. Everywhere but there, in fact. Fill up this space, a 3 by 3 by 3 space. Once that's done, make sure you got the gap in the middle there. Then that turns into a coke oven, and it produces like some oil there. I'm not really sure what the oil does, but what you do after that, let's just put this away, we'll talk about these cables after. If I just grab, have I got any more coal I can grab? Increase productivity there because the bricks are taking ages to cook, but you just simply, charcoal can you make? You can't put that in there. You can put normal coal in there. You can't make coke charcoal apparently, even though Chris said you could, so he is incorrect. So what that does is it takes a very, very long time, but it will produce this stuff which we already know to be coke coal or coal coke. So that's the first thing we're going to make, and then we're going to make the macerator. So to begin with, the macerator, we need a machine block. So we know how to make refined iron. We've got enough refined iron to make the machine block. So we just arrange it like so. We got the first of the ingredients. Let's dump some of this rubbish off because I've got a lot more inventory that doesn't really have anything to do with what we're doing right now. Let's get the redstone back out though, I'm going to need that. Also that, we're going to need that in a minute. Right, and then we want to make the electric circuit, and what you need for that is a copper cable. Now, a copper cable is made by putting copper in the middle and rubber on the outside, and how you get rubber is you make a tree tap. And this is the trouble with this game, is everything requires like 50 steps before it. So to make a tree tap, you just do that, and that will give you this thing. I've already got one, as you can see. Then you go out and find a rubber tree. I've got some planted outside. I'll just quickly show you the rubber tree. It's one of these guys over here. It looks like spruce logs, but it's got like a different colour leaves. And what they produce is they produce this, which is rubber, or sticky resin it produces, and that is used for rubber. All you do is pop that in a furnace, that will produce a little rubber ball, and you can use that to surround your copper ingots to make the wire. Right. Is any of the coke coal finished yet? No. Okay. So, like I said, pop that in there with some coal, cook it up, and it produces these rubber balls. And what you do with the rubber balls is you surround it in, or you go over the top and bottom rows, and then you got your copper cables. May as well make some extra ones. So what do we need to do next? Electronic circuit, refined iron. We've got the extra refined iron there. We need some redstone. We've got redstone on us. This is something I learned from watching Hitcher Plays video. You just do that, and you put the machine block there. Wait. What were these ones? How am I? No, I've done something wrong. I want that one. There we go. So if you go like that, hit the question mark. Got the cobble. No, we've done it wrong again. We want that. We want that. The electronic circuit. So if I... There we go. That's better. So redstone, either side of one of these refined iron. What happened to my machine block? Did that turn back into a regular thing? Seems so. There we go. So we've got an electronic circuit now. And then all we need is some flint. I don't think I've got any flint. Have I got any gravel? Would have thought that'd be one of the things I did have. See, there's me thinking I was all prepared. Right, there's some gravel there. Well, that's enough to get 3 flint out of anyway, so... I'll be back when I got... there's 1 flint. Maybe it won't take so long. But I'll be back anyway when I've got the 3 flint that I need. There we go. That didn't take too long. Right. So here we go. Cobblestone either side. Flint along the top. Then we've got the machine block and the electric circuit, and we've got ourselves a macerator. Now, I don't like the textures on these, so let's put it out slightly out of sight. Now you can power these with an external source, but we'll get into power another time. What I want to do is, for the moment, we'll use coal or coal coke. I believe you can you do that? You may have to power it externally. Perhaps you need to make a generator. Right, we might need to make one of these. An iron furnace. Right, it looks like we might have to... See, I thought you could just power it, like, by shoving some coal in there, but apparently not. Have we got any more iron? We have. Is that going to be enough? Is a question we should ask ourselves. Right, that's done, so we can shove that in there. How do we make it again? We only need 3, so that's alright. But what do we now? We need loads for an iron furnace. See, I probably should have collected some more iron when I was down there. Right, let's go get some more iron, because I want to get this working before the episode's over, just so I can get on with my life. Is it dark out? It's nearly sunset. Okay, right, I think I've got everything I need now, so we're looking for a generator. And the generator's made. We need to make... Let's make the battery first. Which I believe is made like so. 2 redstone, tin ingot, which we just get from smelting tin ore. This stuff that we found. And then a cable on top. Gives us an RE battery. And then we want an iron furnace. We'll do the iron furnace a cheap way. So boop, 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 boop. And then it gives us an iron furnace. And then what do we need? Right, generator. Oh, I see. We could have. Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. Let's hit the question mark, shall we? No, wouldn't let us. Question mark. There we go. Find iron, like so. Oh, what does that make? HV cable. Interesting. Where did I get the machine? Oh no. I know where I got that machine block from. I'm gonna cry in a minute. Right. A generator. I got the machine block from breaking my macerator because I didn't like where it was, so... God. Damn it! It's not one thing, it's another. I haven't got enough cables to... Or have I? What do I need for the... Oh, man. Yeah. Need more thingy, what's it? Rubber. Be back! Finally. Right. Boop, boop, boop. And a boop. Got our copper cables back. And then we need, how do we make these things again? Redstone and refined iron. We've got the refined iron, we've got the redstone. Copper cable either side of these. Get that. Machine block. Flint. We need flint. Man. Flint. Not enough gravel. Okay. I'm getting sick of this now. I just want to get this done so I never have to do it again. Right, machine block. Cobble either side like that. And then the free flint. I got some extra gravel just in case. So, if we place this down, we're going to use fossil fuels as our fuel source. And what do we want to macerate? Let us macerate copper, I guess. I don't know. We haven't really got any resources to macerate. Ah, there we go. A load of copper there. I don't know what cinnabar ore is. But we're going to need a lot of copper in the future. So let me just show you what this does. I think you can just put that there. That'll generate power. This is now power because it's in an adjacent block, or you can also join them by wires. So if I put that there, it'll start to macerate. Is this gonna, what's it gonna do when it gets to full power? What does that do? Nothing. Okay. It gives you this copper dust, and copper dust from one ore you can get. I need some coke coal. Let me borrow that. From one ore you get 2 copper dust. So if I were to dump that in there, that would give me the copper ingot, and that is the point of a macerator. And this episode has been driving me so nuts that I'm very glad I'm about to end it. So thank you very much for watching. That's the basics of machinery. I'm not going to get too involved in big factory style things. Just to make the most of my resources, I got the generator, the macerator and the coke oven sorted now, and you guys know how to make it in case you didn't know. This is very, this is, I don't think the copper's as good if it's made from the dust, but I don't really know. But this is very new to me, so although I'm doing these in a tutorial style video, I am learning as we go. So thank you for watching once more, and I will see you on the next episode. Ta-ta. I'm appending this video. I just found a spawner, and look what's inside. Whatever this is, a logic matrix programmer. What can that be used for, I wonder? Logic matrix identifier, don't know what that does. What does that do? Item filter. There's a router upgrade. Right, okay. Still don't really know what that is. Enchanted book, blast protection 2. Some copper, cocoa beans, and gunpowder. Well, I think that's about it, so see you soon. Ta-ta.